Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. Oh Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Vibhuti Yoga 10th Adhyaya, and Sri Krishna is going to tell us something more about the divine manifestation, more about the Lord's divine glory. The last two verses that we read, the 4th and 5th Shloka, Sri Krishna told us about those 20 qualities. He actually listed down all those 20 qualities. Good qualities, bad qualities, desirable qualities, undesirable qualities, qualities which are accepted by one and all, qualities which are not accepted by one and all, but still those qualities are there. And Sri Krishna said that ahimsa samata, after narrating all those 20 qualities, ahimsa samata tushti tapoho danam yasho yashaha bhavanti bhāvā bhūtānam matta eva prutak vidhaha. All these different various properties. You see, there is no dearth of variation in these qualities. Some of them are so pleasant, some of them are so unpleasant. Some of them, we won't even touch them by a barge pole. But all those qualities, they originate from me, Sri Krishna says. Now what happens? Why Sri Krishna? Why the Lord gives rise to all these qualities, and who makes use of these qualities? Ultimately, it is the beings, all beings who make use of these qualities. They express these qualities, they imbibe these qualities, they imbibe these attributes, whichever these 20 attributes that Lord has talked about. The buddhi, jnanam, asammoha, kshama, satyam, damaha, shamaha, sukham, dukkham, bhavo, bhava, abhavaha, bhayam cha, abhayam eva cha, and then ahimsa samata tushtihi tapo jnanam yasho yashaha bhavanti bhava bhutana matta eva prithakvida. Yes, these qualities, these attributes, these expressions of the personalities, these properties for that matter of the beings, these Krishna says, these come out from me, they arise from me, and this is how the beings start using it. Now Shri Krishna in this 4th and 5th Shloka, he has spoken about the qualities of the beings. Now how these beings come into existence? The qualities come from Lord that he has told us. Now how the beings, what is the process of evolution of the beings who are going to make use of these qualities? And by way of these qualities, who are going to be the good children of the Lord, who are going to be the wicked children of the Lord, that is going to determine. But how, first of all, having created these qualities, now they are to be given to somebody. It is like, some kind of power has been created. Now that power has to be utilized by somebody, isn't it? So if we take an example of electricity as a power, the electricity as a power has been created. Now somebody has to use it. Somebody will use that electrical power for a good purpose. We will use that connection. We will put the fan in the days of summer. We will get that beautiful, cold breeze from that fan. Somebody will use that same electricity for some very bad usage. So the power is there. How it is used depends upon the beings. Now Sri Krishna is going to tell us how these beings come into existence. How these beings, they have come into existence in this creation. Now Sri Krishna is telling us about who are they, who are going to be the vehicles for utilizing the Lord's power, the Lord's qualities, good or bad. Good or bad, desirable, undesirable, pleasant, unpleasant. These are all the qualities originating from the Lord. They are going to be utilized by some vehicle, by someone. Now how that someone comes into existence, that Sri Krishna is going to tell us in the 6th shloka. maharṣhayaḥ sapta pūrve chatvāro manavas tathā mad-bhāvā mānasā jātā yeṣhāṁ loka imāḥ prajāḥ. Now Sri Krishna is telling us about the origin of beings in this creation. How these different beings come into existence. Sri Krishna says, first of all, maharṣhayaḥ sapta pūrve. The 7 ancient great sages, the saptarshis. Chatvāro manavas tathā, and also chatvāro, 4. Chatvāro Manus, the 4 ancient Manus. I created first these 7 saptarshis, 7 ancient rishis of the yore, and the 4 Manus. mad-bhāvā mānasā jātā yeṣhāṁ loka imāḥ prajāḥ. mad-bhāvā, they have arisen out of my mind. Possessing the powers originated from me, they have arisen out of my mind. And jātā yeṣhāṁ loke imāḥ prajāḥ. From whom? From these 7 rishis and from these 4 Manus have come forth all this creation in the world. Who are going to use these qualities arising out of me? That is Sri Krishna's teaching in this 6th shloka. The 7 rishis. Now who are these 7 rishis? The saptarshis in the Indian mythology. We have the saptarshis as Bhrigu, Marichi, Atri, Pulaha, Pulastya, Kratu and Angirasa. These 7 rishis. And the 4 Manus, Savarna Manus, we call them. The 4 Manus are Svaroshchisha, Swayambhu Manu, Raivata Manu and Uttama Manu. Now these 7 rishis and the 4 Manus, they have been our ancestral forefathers. They are the originators of all this creation. Whether it is human beings, whether it is plants, whether it is animals, all the kingdoms so-called. These 7, from these 7, the whole thing. Now the significance of Sri Krishna's talking about the 7 rishis and the 4 Manus is very specific. They have got specific role to play. If we study the scriptures, if we study the mythology, all these 7 rishis and the 4 Manus, they have got very specific role to play in this creation of the Lord. These potentates are not of human origin. The 7 rishis and the Manus, they are not of human origin. Sri Krishna says they come from me. They have come from my mind. They have come into existence as part of me. They were all born of the mind of Brahma, the creator. Brahman wished, the Satchidananda Brahma wished, let there be 7 rishis. And he wished, let there be 4 Manus. Now why this differentiation between the rishis and the Manus? In the other words, they are all personification of 7 phases of cosmic reality. The 7 rishis are They are personifications. They are embodiments of the cosmic reality, of the 7 phases of the cosmic reality. These 7 great Rishis represent the 7 planes of consciousness, for that matter. We have these 7 planes of consciousness. The 6th chakra and the ultimate one. So these 7 Rishis, they personify the 7 planes of consciousness in this divine creation. They are therefore said to be the originators of being at all levels of existence and all grades of evolution. This entire creation has come from these 7 Rishis, the beings, for that matter. The beings in this entire creation, whether human, animal, plant, they have come from these great 7 Rishis, these Saptarshis. So they are the originators of the life force, for that matter, of the Jiva tathā. They are the originators. They themselves having come from the Lord. Now they have brought forth all these living forms, all these Jiva tathā, all these Bhuta Jiva, Bhuta Gana. Not exists beyond the pale of their domains. Nothing exists beyond their pale. Nothing exists beyond their circumference. They are controlling everything. They are the governing, they are the originators of all this creation, for that matter. While the 7 Rishis represent the created beings in their entirety. Now what is the role of Manus? They are the administrators. They are the orderly administrators of this entire creation. If there is no orderly administration of this creation, which is created by the Saptarshis, if there is no orderly administration, if there is no proper control, then this entire creation will go haywire. There will be totally chaos. But these Manus, the 4 Manus that Sri Krishna has told in this Shloka, they have at their respective time frames, they have been controlling the orderliness, they have been controlling the orderly administration of this creation. And we have this Manusmriti which gives the code of conduct. What is good, what is bad? Now, some of those things can be debatable, no doubt about it. Because those things were written at in certain time frame which may not be so relevant today. But possibly thousands of years from now, people may realize whatever was written was very much applicable. It was not irrelevant, it was very much relevant. So these 7 Rishis, they from them originates this entire creation. And this entire creation is moderated, governed, administered by the 4 Manus. The precision and regularity evinced by nature are all due to the efficient regime of the Manus. They have laid down, this is to happen, this is to happen, this should be done, this should not be done. They have kind of given us a code of conduct. You do this, you do not do this. Like our buddhi tells us, you do this, you don't do this. The Manus have given us this code of conduct. You are not supposed to do this. You are so, you are not supposed to do this. You are this, you should be doing this. But we hardly pay any heed. We hardly pay any attention to what is expected out of us. Buddhi tells us. Likewise, Manus have given us a code of conduct to run. And because still there are beings who are obeying that code of conduct, the creation is going on. The creation is going on as willed by the Lord. As willed by the Lord, as this creation has come into existence from the Saptarshis, and as willed by the Lord, this creation is being administered, is being properly governed by these 4 Manus. So that was the 6th shloka that we read, Sri Krishna telling us that who all are going to utilize those 20 qualities, who all are going to imbibe those 20 qualities arising out of the Lord, and how these beings who are going to utilize those 20 qualities of the Lord, how they have come into existence and how they are being governed. So this Sri Krishna has told us, they come into existence through the Saptarshis, and they all these beings, they are governed, they are moderated, they are administered. This creation is administered by the four Manus created by the Lord. So ultimately it is nothing but the Lord, Lord and the Lord. So that is another aspect of the divine glory that Sri Krishna has taught us in this 6th shloka of the Vibhuti Yoga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.